I am joined by Florencia Benaim, right?
Right?
Founder, MOI, coming to us from Argentina. Hi,
Yes.
how are you?
Good, Jason. Thank you for having me.
Of course. Well, how is Argentina?
Well, we're not doing that good, to be honest. We're very behind on everything. So the tourism industry is having it like really rough.
Yeah. How about yourself? How have you been throughout the pandemic?
Well, personally, it's been like a roller coaster. I was supposed to get married last March. I couldn't do that. So I don't want to get too deep into that.
Well, he's still around or she's still around, right? Somebody's still around,
No,
right?
no. He's still around,
Okay.
definitely, but still, it's frustrating. But we're doing okay. It's okay. We
See,
reschedule for this December.
it's testing your love. That's all.
Definitely, it's still strong, so we're doing good.
So quickly tell us about MOI. What is it that you do?
Sure. So we're like a boutique consulting firm specialized in revenue management, and our clients are mostly independent hotels. So here in Latin America, revenue management is very different. I heard a bit of your talk with Kelly, and so she's very technology, like all around technology, and I 100% agree with that. But that's not always the case with independent hotels. So, for example, having an RMS here is unheard of. I mean, nobody has a revenue management system. So revenue managers have to do everything mostly manually and decide every single pricing by themselves. So it's like still something quite new for us, mostly in the independent hotels. So my goal was to help them achieve like really good revenue management goals and profit management actually, so they can, have better results in their business. So that's what we do.
So historically, no, not a lot of revenue management systems utilized in Latin America. But do you think that attitude might change because of the pandemic? Do you think there'll be a disadvantage, or do you think not so much?
I think it will change because sooner than later, everyone here in Latin America tries to catch up with whatever is going on, you know, in Europe or the US, any, updates that we need to catch up on. But it's taking time because, as you know, mostly in Argentina, um, reaching to that sort of technology is very expensive. Having a hotel here is not a very profitable business. It's very hard. So we will catch up eventually, but I'm not sure if it's going to be like something that will do that fast. And I'm not sure it's pandemic related. It's mostly like we need to see if something comes up, like maybe someone can develop a revenue management system here with a more, I don't know, with a cheaper price or something like that, so we can, get to start working on that. But it's not pandemic related, to be honest. It's mostly that we don't we cannot access this sort of technology right now.
Yeah. Well, how have you had to change how you do your job? I mean, I'm assuming you still have a handful of clients eking by, but tell us about that.
Sure. So for the first 6 months here, I have clients like mostly in Argentina, but also in Chile and in Mexico. So Mexico is like a different story. So they had it very differently from us. We only closed like for a month in March or April, something like that. And then we were back to business as usual, big revenue coming in, everything was good. Chile and Argentina was definitely different. So we had like 6 months for sure closed in every single hotel. So no revenue coming in. And maybe we did receive some help from the government to, cover costs and keep everybody's job and all of that. But the first 6 months were terrible, like no work whatsoever. Mostly staying on top of the information and trying to think around all the things that you need to do in a hotel that you are not able to do when you are, fully booked. So mostly operational stuff and maintenance stuff like that. Then when we reopen, October, November, around those months, we did like a 100 turn into our, local segment and local target, because of course, Buenos Aires is very, famous and very popular for Europeans and Americans to visit. But with all borders closed, there's no way for people to get here. Whether they want to or not, that's a different story. But even if they wanted to come, that's not even possible for them. So all our current business is local. And the other thing, of course, is companies stopped all business travel. So even though our clients are mostly boutique hotels and small independent hotels, which had like a very low business or corporate segment, even that went away. So we're seeing like 15 to 50% occupancy depending on where the hotel is located and when they reopen. If they reopen back in October, right now they're at 50% occupancy, all local, mostly. And if they reopen maybe this year, they're struggling a little bit more to reposition themselves, and maybe we're seeing like a 20% occupancy.
Is there any talk of opening the borders in Chile and Argentina? Because you can get into Mexico.
Sorry?
You can get into Mexico.
Yes, definitely. You can get into Mexico fine. There's no issues there. They're doing fine. They're receiving people from all over the world. I mean, I even think we had one of our best years last year, to be honest with you. That's so weird. Yeah. Yes, definitely. They are located in Tulum, so that's, all pleasure, no business. And so they had like fully booking all across the second half of the year. For Chile and Argentina, so we are reopening only our local airport. That's for, travel within Argentina, but not from other countries. So, and the same thing is going on in Chile. So I don't think we're going to see any international tourism in the following 3 or 4 months, to be honest. I mean, there's no talk about it. So I don't think we'll see any of that yet.
So with the time remaining, Florencia, any advice for the hoteliers as
Brazilians? Stay strong as long as you can. No, I mean, definitely what we've seen here in Argentina mostly, which is kind of, I don't know, new to me, is a lot of movement in social media, which wasn't the case before. Like, we received almost half our bookings through Instagram. I never saw that. Wow. Like, people are booking through social media. Yeah. You just communicate with them through there. You tell them about what you're doing, that the hotel is closed, that you're happy to receive them, whatever promotions you may be, using right now. And they're happy to book like a getaway or stuff like that. People are always, they're getting tired of being home or not even had a vacation in the past 18 months. So definitely that's like a good thing to try if you haven't done that yet.
Well, that's some good advice. I want to thank you for joining me.
Thank you, Jason. It's been a pleasure.
You bet.